We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All right, everybody, welcome to Dover Motor Speedway. These guys just entering their qualifying session. We've got 160 laps for you tonight. One stage, we will get a caution flag at lap 50. Currently, we have a new points leader as of last week. Devin Butchino takes point lead away from Mr. Duvendak. Duvendak falls down to 8th. Sorry about it, buddy. He's up here. He's trying to qualify. D. Wright, Joe Wright, Ryan Gomes, Jr., Morris, Merle, Duvendak, Blaze Richardson somehow still hanging on. Josh Hall, Mike Pervolt, and Max McCarty is going to round out your top 12. Dover, going to be a very interesting track as tire wear reporting that the tires are just falling off and the car is getting super tight.
They're literally falling off the car.
Yeah, we got a bunch of tie rods, but hey, what are you gonna do? But tonight's race, by the way, by the Balenciaga. Tonight's race is sponsored by Young's Auto Center from Goldsboro, North Carolina. They've reached out to them 1-800-672-5844. They delivered to all 50 states. That's what the Balenciaga he sent me, and we may need them tonight for some tie rods because it could be rough. Last night was clean, so we'll see. It's just going to depend on how these drivers do. But 7 minutes in qualifying. Let's head over to our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
All right, had old Mr. Hartney stop in and put me through a little bit of a scare there, saying the audio wasn't working, and I was like, oh no, here we go. But hey, I guess everything's good. Well, Landon Weatherly saying, watch out for the 3. He's reckless, and that'd be Trey Spears. We'll see. Some of these guys could be in for a pretty long night. Some of them could be a short night, depending on how this track plays out.
I think you're going to have to watch out for the 99.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We could have some problems. I know you were struggling in practice. I'll tell you what, It's going to be interesting to see. What lane, though? Where's the lane going to be here? What are you feeling?
I think it's going to move all over, especially early in a run when the tires are in their best. You'll see some guys enter the turn a little high and kind of crank it down to the bottom of the track coming out of the turn. That lets you straighten out the turn at the end to line up the straightaway. Helps keep the car from breaking loose. And then as the run goes on, the tires wear out. You'll see a lot of guys stay around the bottom. The car will start to get really tight late in the run. And then as you come off the turn, it just wants to snap loose on you. So it'll be interesting to see how everyone conserves their tires and what lines they try to drive in and see what works best at what points in the race.
Well, and I'll tell you what, if any of these guys do need any used parts, they can head over to youngsautocenter.com. They ship to all 50 states and best auto parts, used auto parts on the East Coast. So check them out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Balenciaga hooked me up, man. I need that from everyone. I got the info, I got the phone number. Hey, they got a Facebook page. So I know he had a little event party going. We're good. We're flying the logo on the main page tonight. So
Well, I can tell you a lot of us are going to need some parts on our cars after tonight's race. So,
well, tie rods and tires. That's what we're going for. It could be a little bit chaotic, but the last couple weeks these guys have kept it pretty clean for the most part. We'll see if they can repeat. Had a little rough patch week 2. They bounced back week 3. Week 4 is going to throw in its own little challenge, but I feel like week 4 every season brings chaos, and it's seeming to become my favorite week.
Yeah, because they ran three big tracks to start the season off, and that was to kind of give everyone an opportunity to catch their footing and get the hang of the league this year. And then now it's time to start getting into those challenging tracks. So,
well, I know if anybody tuned in Monday night, I'm going to try this again as we do have 17 seconds left. I'm going to try to get down into the pit lane camera. But we all know on Monday night, I done screwed that up, and everybody was on the back stretch, and it was a big old mess. So, but we'll see what happens as these guys are going to the grid. Oh, I got cars. I got cars tonight. As obviously the admin team over here understands iRacing and doesn't start them on the backstretch. I didn't even know you could do that. I might do it every week.
I didn't either. It was new.
Well, we are actually going to have our parade lap, and I believe we are going to extend because of how short the track is and the pit exit. Make sure everybody gets off and they can stay formed. So I believe we're going to go 2 laps, which, I'm pretty thankful for. It's going to allow me to get through the grid. So we got a pretty decent-sized field tonight. Currently sitting 26 drivers, and not a very big track, and that's going to leave some good opportunities. So I definitely appreciate Dev giving me that extra lap tonight. And they should just be about coming up on time. Got 55 seconds remaining. All the cars seem to be getting in. These guys trying to get their last second bathroom breaks in, trying to get their last second snacks. If you're Duvendak, always trying to get a snack before.
Wait, you mean to tell me these guys don't just pee themselves?
Then you know what? Eddie Morris probably wears the diaper. I get it. He can't get up. He's not happening.
I thought this was supposed to be as close to real life as possible.
Hey, that's sometimes what you got to do. Someone's wearing Hans device. It's all going. So, but we can actually get to our grid now as this pace car is going to start rolling. So, Butchino going to be our pole setter with Brett Merle starting to his outside. McCarty, Garrett Fox, row 2. Junior, Tyler Powers. There's the 3 of Trey Spears next to Eddie Morris, so Trey going to be in 7th. He's trying to look for that chaos. Cody Bullock and Sharn Hill. Brad Young, James Fox. Riley Gomes and David Hartney. Matt Allen, Kevin Graham, not to be confused with Sarah in the motion rig. Ryan Gomes and Ryan Likens. Balenciaga and Carlton Charles, man. Oh boy, 1920, that might be my favorite row right there. Josh Hall and D. Wright. Duvendak and Sylvain. Prevolt and Jay Vaught. They're going to bring up the rear, so Duvendak going to opt to start in the back and try to get a feel for the track and avoid any early wrecks.
I wish I could say that was planned, but it wasn't. So
It's just your speed, but hey, it sounds good. But you know what? We're going full screen. And we'll definitely fly that Young's Auto Center all night. And for the remainder of the season, the drivers over in the Next Gen Series have all decided we are going to represent the Tammy Strong for Mr. Devin Butchino's mother as she continues the tough fight. But she is a fighter, so our thoughts are out with her as we're gonna represent. That's our tag for the rest of the season. So, and you'll see it occasionally as we go through cars. You'll see that that Tammy Strong is going to be on the back of some of these next gens. We go round and round. And I believe we are extended. And we're going green. Extension over. Butchino to the front. He's going to get a big jump. He's going to stay to that low side. Kind of dabbled with the high side for a second. Maybe a middle lane run. Butchino was extremely fast in practice. Showed that he was able to do it in qualifying as he did come out with the pole. It's going to be interesting to see how long Devin opts to stay out in the front, as he is one of those drivers that usually falls a couple back and, well, saves the tires. So 160 laps, they are going to go quick. If we stay green.
Oh, and we got one spinning here, entering 3.
And we are spinning.
Looks like he just broke loose on Riley Gomes coming off of turn 2, and he fought it the whole backstretch there and wasn't able to get it corrected in time.
And that Nickelodeon car is banged up. We'll switch to our caution with Mr. Harvick.
Nice.
And Mr. Starch. And this is what Duvendak's talking about. He's got Hartney on the outside. He just comes in, and you see the brake right there. Tries to save it, overcorrects it into the inside, outside wall. He's going to collect. He collected his own brother. The Cat 55 goes for a ride, too. And he's also going to be joined by Jay Vaught, who's going to get caught up in that wreck. So, just like that, talking about how they're going to go laps real quick. And we have our first caution of the night. And we'll take a brief second because we don't have a lot of time, and we'll head to our first sponsored commercial of the night. All right, and I believe the phone is going to be ringing over at Young's Auto Center as, man, that was 2 meatballs already one by Riley Gomes and one by Kevin Graham. So that's going to be some fast repairs for those 2 guys. Kevin Graham currently 26, Gomes able to get out 23rd. And the pace car will go away this time around. Looks like Balenciaga trying to catch the pack on the backstretch. Ryan's still in the pit, so remember, he was hit by his own brother. That was the time. Time to play my teammate sound right there. And Ryan exiting the pit. He's trying to get out. The pace car going away. Ryan's going to have to get out of these pits as the pack going to be coming quick, and he's going to be at risk of going a lap down here. Butchino with a huge jump. Hangs to the high side, dives low. He's getting chased down by Brett Merle and Jake McCarty. Garrett Fox and Junior round out your top 5. You see the Cat 5-5 trying to get out. And did the 5-5 enter the pits again? I believe he did. So, car not feeling right. Ooh, Eddie Morris with a little slide. Saw the front end slide a little bit. Good correction from him. Yeah, 5-5 back on pit road, so.
We have one here on 4. Broken sideways inside wall, but he's continued on, so I think we'll be staying caution. No caution here. That's the problem with Dover is when you break it loose, and we got another one on the inside wall here, but when you break it loose coming off the turns, that inside wall comes up pretty quick. There's not a lot of time to just kind of save that car and get it corrected straight back. And a lot of times you bounce off that inside wall, come right back up in traffic, and take out 3 or 4 more with you. So.
Well, and that's going to be Trey Spears. We got the pre-race warning that, you know, he could be a little careless and reckless out there, and he broke loose, and he's now falling way back, and Butchino coming up quickly on him. And you see Trey, looks like he is headed in to park it. Is there? That car is messed up. As Butchino goes around him. We'll see if Trey Spears is able to get back out. And it does not look like he had to use a fast repair yet. We'll keep an eye on it. Riding out with Josh Hall with Old D Wright following. Remember, D Wright's up there, top 5 in points. Both Wright brothers having a heck of a season so far.
And we got another one here in the inside. Looks like Hartney got collected. Oh, and he came back into the track, and he took out
Josh Hall with him. Josh Hall going for a spin, and that is going to bring out our second caution. I'll tell you what, we're going to see some action tonight, and let's find Mr. Hall here.
Yeah, that happened right in front of me.
Well, this replay is going a little hectic. All right, we'll switch drivers as it is not happy. Right there is where Josh gets collected. We'll switch it up here. Try to get a better view. As here's the car breaking loose. Hartney tries to go low, gets clipped, dives low. And you see he's on that bottom apron there. Oh, that was some major neck code between actually Josh Hall and the 1. I don't know if these guys ever touched, but usually net code's going to throw when it's an inevitable. It's going to happen. And you can see just too many cars, everybody jumbled up. And too much for Josh Hall as he's not able to keep it straight and get it going. And Josh comes into the pits. No fast repair needed. So pretty minimal damage. Second caution already of the night. Trey Spears did have to use his fast repair. Kevin Graham had to use his. David Hartney used his.
He's 14 laps in. We already got 3 or 4 guys using the fast. And then Cody Bullock in front of me here is pretty beat up too. So I wonder if he's going to have to pit and take his.
We'll go take a look at Cody's car. Cody was involved in that incident. You can see that car just doesn't look right coming down the track. A little jumpy. Well, already 2 cautions in a short 15-lap stint.
And already my PTSD is kicking in from wrecks on Monday night. I was like right in near both of these ones too.
Well, you even changed the color of the car tonight. And that's going to be the thing about Dover, is a wreck here really has an opportunity to collect a lot of cars very quickly. Especially when it happens one high, one low. A lot of the track gets clogged up. Going to be interesting to see. But right now, Devin Bucciano still out there having a good time leading this race. I'd ask for gas, but 15 laps in and 2 cautions, we probably don't have a pretty accurate reading yet. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I think if we continue with these cautions and we get a green flag run in here, we might be able to make this on 1 stop. So we'll have to see how it all plays out, obviously. And see if these cautions can stop breeding cautions. But we could, at this point, make it a 1-stop race. So,
well, still with 145 laps to go. Plenty of time for even more action. As it looks like Hartney's still on pit road. He said, hey, if I'm not moving, well, I might be done for the night. Sylvain looks like he's done, as he's also on pit road. Ryan Gomes was able to get back out. But 4 laps down. He's going to look for some help. Trey Spears, 2 laps down.
oh, and we got one bouncing off the wall on the start. That's one thing you got to watch is the tire spin.
Well, who didn't spin his tires was Devin Bucciano. He got a huge jump out there in front of the 11 of Brett Merle. Now, trying to keep Garrett Fox, Brett Merle, and Jake McCarty at bay. Eddie Morris has climbed his way into the top 5 now, as he is sporting his old color schemes. Gave up on that Avalanche car. He said, just like the Avalanche, couldn't finish it. So he is back in that Morris Customs Chevrolet. Carlton, get off the phone. Man is already texting, skirt, she's slick. Well,
yeah, Carlton's right behind me, so now I'm nervous.
You need to be nervous because his eyes are definitely not on the road. Balenciaga just set his personal record here with a personal best, 23.925. So, and that's faster than Josh Hall, who just hit his at 24.15.
We got one here on the backstretch getting all over the place. He might be able to keep it down there.
And that's going to be the key, is trying to keep it towards the apron and not come back into traffic. I mean, we saw David Hartney. He tried to keep it down, wasn't able to, and kind of forced all the cars to go high, and that's where we had the incident involving Josh Hall. Ryan Likens, last car in the top 10. He's going to look for some stage points tonight. He's going to try to fight off D. Wright, Riley Gomes, and Mr. Duvendak as they're trying to run him down. As you got a nice pack of 5 here. Trying to stay nice and tight. Well, they were following suit, and then I said that, and it looked like might have been. Well, we got one going down. That's gonna be a Wright brother. Old D. Wright dropping to the bottom, changing his lane up a little bit. He's trying to get around James Fox. Balenciaga, he's climbed to 15th. And Eddie Morris just got past Brett Murrell. He's moved into 3rd. So Eddie trying to run down his teammate. Field currently on 25 lap stint for the most part. James Fox able to fight off that surge of D. Wright and Riley Gomes. Butchino still trying to drive away from Mr. Garrett Fox. Garrett staying pretty consistent with him, about 0.2 off of the current points leader. Dev looking for the back-to-back. You see Garrett Fox is running that Sunbelt car. Remember, Sunbelt is our caution sponsor. We've already got to see him twice tonight. I know there was one, what was it? You know what? It was the dirt race last year. Dev Sports Cards was the sponsor for the caution flag. That man got more shouts that night than I think anyone would ever want.
Well, I mean, it is dirt. So.
It was dirt, and it was short, and man, it was a good time. But SCSRA Broadcasting, you know, we've completely changed the way our graphics look this season. Really added some different features you don't see too many places. And, well, with that, Devs took over the primary sponsor, which he's had, and we moved Sunbelt over to the cautions. So right now, these guys having a pretty good run here. Maybe starting to settle down and figure it out. Looks like Sylvain actually just came back out to the track. He's 13 laps down. And Hartney definitely said, hey, I'm done for the night. He said, I'm going to run my 5, and I'm out of here. And Mr. Hartney is actually in the booth. So, how you doing there, Mr. Hartney? I didn't even hear you click in.
He does have his mic muted, so he might be doing some RC stuff here, but
Well, I can see why. There's a lot of. I have the same app. He taught me about this app, and I said I'm going to use it. It might help with the race calling. Went out and got the fourth screen, and now I have this app up, and there's just colors and information everywhere, and I could see how he could get very distracted very easily. There's stuff everywhere.
Hey, guy.
Well, welcome.
oh, speak of the devil.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You did those 5 laps, and you said, "Oh, I'm done. Sorry, Josh, I'm out of here."
My toe link broke. I had the wheel turned as far left as I possibly could, and it still, like, brakes locked up. It still went up the track. So I feel bad for it happening. But with 2 cautions that early in the race, I figured this is going to happen more often tonight. So we need someone up here watching, making sure that, restarts are going to go well. Get rid of a lot of the stuff that we have to deal with on a normal basis. So I'll be hanging out with you guys tonight, watching the race, making sure everything's taken care of.
Well, I got good news for you. I know a place where you can get a new tolling.
Sure can. Young's Auto Center in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Phone number 1-800-672-5844. Check them out.
They deliver to all 50 states, too.
All 50.
I asked Chucky in practice. I've already got some on the way.
There we go.
Nice.
See, I'm pretty
planning
sure
ahead.
you got to be able to pre-order. They got a Facebook page, so you got to check them out. Got to be able to pre-order. But, you got a little bit of lap traffic in front of him right now. He's a little dangerous, too, as he was coming around. Kind of went up into the wall, and Devin had to dive low, and back into the wall he goes. Now right in front of Eddie Morris. Eddie Morris going to look to get around him. But Butchino was able to extend that lead to just over 0.6 of a second. So 0.4 faster as this run goes on. Devin pretty good at saving those tires and not normally leading, so this is definitely an interesting change.
Well, I know Devin put in a lot of practice this week. Him and Eddie both. They did, I think, 250 laps in the last 48 hours. So it's definitely apparent who put the time in.
Well, and you can see it as those guys 1-3, and I'll tell you what, Monday night, Dev was in the chat saying, "Hey, I'm just watching, I'm tuning into the race. I want to see where you're starting, and we're going to throw this up for practice." And if you don't take advantage of those open practices Dev's going to throw up, you kind of got to accept the outcome. So these guys are definitely burning laps.
The other problem that they're facing right now is the track temperature is 126 degrees. It's extremely slick, no matter how much rubber gets laid down on the track. So as my iRacing is bouncing around the field, focusing on crashes, I hear constantly people hitting walls. So it's slick out there for sure.
Yeah, it is definitely, and luckily we had Duvendak on the track. He called out a couple of them that were happening.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we just had another one go slipping. Looked like the 3 may have went slipping a little bit, but he's doing all right out there. But now, he is starting to drive away from Garrett Fox. He is now 1.4 ahead. So just like that, big ground.
Billy Titoff coming off pit road right now. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe he had to go to the bathroom and miss the start.
39 laps
first
later.
40 laps.
Billy coming out, he said, "Hey, I got to turn 5. I can do this. If I do 1 every 40 laps or so, not going to make it. So I got to do at least 2 every 40 laps, and I should be good." That's Devin extremely fast out there.
Devin is fantastic at saving tires, man, and it's a skill I wish I knew. But he's practiced a lot to get there. He knows what he's doing. I just expect him to pull away from everybody.
And we have a caution here.
We do. Ryan Likens also went into the pit, so
It's going to be interesting how this plays out here with the stage coming up in 8 laps. Someone tries to take tires here and see if they can steal some stage points, and who stays out, and who's going to have to watch out for those guys who stay out.
and I'm trying to see, was that Likens that was involved there? Let's find Mr. No, he was in the pits clean, so Likens definitely was having the problems, though, as hit the wall a few times on the inside, but he came in, tried to get some repairs done, some tires. The question is, where did our caution happen? Sometimes the benefit of race control. Do you see it?
Yep, it's between Josh and Cody on lap 41. I don't know what
man.
turn they're on.
So that's going to be Mr. Josh Hall involved again.
Well, no one claimed it, so it'll go to post-race review.
Yep, and Josh already, nah, he did not use his fast repair the first time. He just spun it.
Well, we got a little bit of a mixed bag strategy here. So you got a couple guys who took those tires. So it'll be interesting to see how quickly they can drive through the field here.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's the second time the 81 and the 1 meet tonight, so coming in to change tires, and we know what about a 5-lap shootout here?
Yeah, we should get to 2 to go here. So I think it's going to be, about 5 laps. More. I think 4, actually.
And there's that
Looks like-
Sunbelt rental screen. We'll pop that up.
Looks like we had Riley, Matt Allen, Charles Balance, James Fox, Josh Hall, and Brad Young all pit there, so they're all going to be on fresh tires.
Oh. You got to know, though, if you're in the booth, he is not. He used to be Chucky Balance. He was Charles Balance. No, he is Balenciaga in the booth.
I apologize. I'm usually in the car.
That's it. He is the Balenciaga up here. So, and obviously we have some texting and driving always going on with his counterpart. And there it is. Too many new versus old tires. Carlton Charles.
So I'll be curious to see if those guys who took tires are just going to kind of stay at the back, take it easy here for these 4 laps, stay out at stage and kind of flip-flop the field here with the track position.
Well, I think that's what they're looking for. But if you're Balenciaga, Matt Allen, I mean, you're sitting right outside of stage points. You got to get past right around 3 or 4 drivers, and you're in some points. So I think you got to push it a little bit here. I know you've got to worry about trying to get all the way up to Devin on those fresh tires and burning them up. But I think you got to at least go for some points. That's what I would do. And again, I only like to turn left on long tracks, not these short tracks, because they come way too quick.
Well, it's going to be interesting with those guys back there in 14th. It's going to be best for them to rip the outside, but those guys with old tires are going to push up the track and block that lane. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that there isn't another caution before this, but we'll see what happens.
Well, as we go 1 to go here, Dev going to have his teammate behind him. Graham going to have an opportunity to try to go head-to-head. He has Tyler Powers behind him. So, could be an interesting matchup. Dubendak sitting 8th. He's going to have to try to hold off this surge. And you're right in that spot where I would try to take if I am the Balenciaga. For Balenciaga, that's what, 8 spots. So,
I think the goal here is to survive the next 4 laps. So
I think that's
stage points or not.
That's everybody's goal at this point. It has been rough, and you know what? A lot of it's coming from the back right now, and these guys up front putting on an incredible show and somehow staying off each other's pace car. He is off the track in a hurry. That was really aggressive. We need to ride with that guy.
And
we got a big stack up as Garrett Fox spun the tires, hits the inside wall, and there is a caution. And that all started with Garrett Fox spinning the tires, and Eddie. Did Eddie Morris come up too? It looks like he spun those old tires. Yes, he did. Garrett Fox into the wall. Eddie Morris comes up, and the checkup. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 through 5 all spun their tires and all jerked up, and somehow the 68 drives away clean and doesn't spin them.
That was if you watch Devin, he spun him too and went up to the outside and he caught it before everyone else did. But yeah, that was everybody.
That was and Devin choosing that lane kind of kept him up high, and definitely a huge stack up. And pit road going to be busy. 2 laps to go. And we'll leave it for Mr. Hartney to let us know what they decide here for stage. Again, we got race control. We're going to utilize him because he's got the radios, he's got the call-outs. And this time, everyone going to the pits.
Well, as we review, we're just going to call that a racing deal. The first top 7 people basically all spun them.
I believe that is a huge racing deal. That's
so
what we counted.
No one's going to be called for that one.
Well, I appreciate you not including me in that one. I was an 8, so.
Oh, sorry. Yep, it's on Duvendeck.
I got a minute and 50 of repairs here, but we made it through. Got 3rd for that stage.
So that was our stage, and I'm pretty sure if I pull up our results screen, it is going to be all thrown off as it's going to show Balenciaga in the lead. But our stage winner is going to be Devin Butchino tonight, as he was able to, well, save his before everybody else and not have anybody in front of him, and that was the key. Nobody in front of Devin. Kevin Graham or Fox hit the wall. So with Fox hitting the wall and Devin able to save it fast enough and not have anybody in front of him, he wins the stage. Oh, man. Balenciaga stays out, as expected, right, to flip the field. But right behind him, he has Sylvain, who's probably looking for a free pass. He's 17 down, but could at least get a lap back. He's going to go to the end of the longest line here as the Balenciaga held him out. And there he goes, a 66 drop, and he doesn't even have a front end. He definitely needs to call Young's Auto Center in Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Absolutely. I need it too.
Well, I mean, hey, it says auto parts. I think we can get a front end too, because the 66 is in dire need of one. But Balenciaga out front. And you see him. He's running that Young's Auto Center car tonight. And we'll see if we can bring that car close. Let's do a. There it is. I mean, there's the phone number as well. 672-5844.
Got to put that on speed dial.
I'm going to call it after and say, hey, we're going to need some fast repairs. You deliver those? Because, let's see, what's the back of this thing look like? If we go to a chase cam with Balenciaga, right? We got the Facebook. There it is. Oh, no, that's the group Simrig Setups. That is, he's got all different sponsors on there. You know, I don't see the famous line that they ship to all 50 states. We need to change up the car a little bit. But it's fitting. Balenciaga is going to be the leader on this restart. But, you know, back to 6th. We'll see how long he stays back there. As the aggressive pace car enters 4. Man, we got to watch this guy. He's already off. He exited this track so quick. Ooh, looks like Riley Gomes. Oh, he's coming up quick on the field. And some more spinning this time as Josh Hall gives a little wall rub there. Much better restart than the last time. Balenciaga out in front. Oh, a little bit of smoke. We've got one down low. Brad Young. Actually, that was Balenciaga going into the wall and losing it and going low. That's going to bring Brad Young to the lead. Josh Hall going to be second. Garrett Fox finds himself third. And he's got James Fox in tow to him. Tyler Powers.
Oh, we got one in the wall
top.
on the back.
Oh, that's a right, brother. I see the 84. And he's, still making contact back here. There it was.
Again, if there's a wreck, just put it on me. You'll see him.
And, well, I found that one pretty quickly as I saw D. Wright just sliding. Just breaks loose on him. He comes up, hits the high side. And a huge stack up on the bottom. To include the 99.
Whew, that was a close one.
It was close. And 84 still sliding around. Comes up and clips the 68. Oh, don't hit him, Sylvain. Oh, Sylvain gets hit. Pushed in by Carlton Charles. Probably because he was texting and driving. Not going to lie. But he definitely came in. Sylvain ain't got no front end, and bam! Just pushes him. Well, you know what? I think he stayed out, so he left himself open to this. Dev, Guy, Rob, and Hartney in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, brother.
What's up, man? Congratulations on that hectic stage win. Massive tire spin going on by 1 through 7, 8.
Yeah, it hooked for about 3 car lengths, and then my mirror was reading the doors of all those cars. I almost did it myself, so that was terrifying.
Well, the good news was you had nobody behind you, and anyone that did, or anyone in front of them, paid the ultimate price there, and you were able to kind of get away cleanly and win the stage, man. Stage 1 showed some real dominance. How's the car feeling out there?
Feels really good, man. We turned almost 200 laps in practice on Monday, so we just got to get back to that clean air. 6th place, restarting on the outside. Not where I want to be. I want to be up there in control of this thing, but it's a completely different race back here. So as much as I want to get back up there, we still have over 100 laps to go. Just got to be patient. I know we have the car to get back up there. Just got to get some green flag racing, man. If we get a string of cautions and we're not control this thing, that is not what we want, but yeah, just got to be really patient here, man.
Well, man, I know you are 1 lap to go, and they're quick laps. Just remember, if you have any car issues, you can call Young's Auto Center in Goldsboro, North Carolina. They can get you all the used parts.
They shipped to all 50 states.
All 50 states, and it's heavily broadcasted tonight, so I think Chucky's going to be proud of it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hope we catch you here at the end.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
And let's get old Devin back up there to Team Neon. As well, we've taken away the race controller and David Hartney, who's also part of Neon, so he don't need him tonight. See out in front, you don't need to know what's going on behind you. As Brad Young, our current leader. And we're going to catch this just in the nick of time as we get to watch the... Oh, we're going to miss it again. Will we? That aggressive pace car move. Josh Hall, he made contact tonight twice with the 1 and Cody Bullock, and he's rebounded all the way. He's on an 8-lap stint, has used the fast repair, But he's looking to lead a lap here. He's going to have to fight Brad Young for it. Young on a little bit older tires. The first set of fresh tires coming is going to be Matt Allen back there in 12th. So it looks like Carlton just went in.
He might have to plug his phone in. Might be dying.
You know. Well, hold on. Let me look at the chat. There's probably something here. I thought they were sliding down the track. See, there's always something. Like I can't even see the chat because the race control's up too. Because Hartney got me hooked to this thing. He's gonna have to teach me how to read it better. But I'm hooked. I think it's the colors. And now Cheese is in here. Dalton Gibson's here. It's like a party going on in here. So, but of course, Carlton texting and driving. As we go green. Brad Young out to the lead. See Josh Hall, he is falling as the 45 of Tyler Powers looking to stay on that bottom side and get past. Right behind him looks like Mr. James Fox. He's kind of trapped there by Hall. You saw him kind of dive to the inside. Did not have a line, had to really check up. Hall's going to come back out in front of him. 58 this time is going to take that low line. He's going to have to get around Josh as he kind of got stuck there for a second. Finally able to get around him. But Brad Young, our current leader. Garrett Fox, he's stayed pretty consistent back there in second. He'd love to get a lap lead and lead a couple here, get some fresh air. Tyler Powers, James Fox, Sharon Hill, Butchino, Josh Hall, Duvendak, Eddie Morris, and Junior. Well, Matt Allen now, as he just passed Junior, round out the top 10. Brad Young, he's setting a fast pace. The question is, well, he's on a 17-lap stint, so is he going to burn up these tires a little bit faster than he wants to?
But you also got to remember, they might be on a couple lap more, but it was all under cautions. So tires are fairly equal here because of those cautions at the end of the stage.
That is a very good point, as they really didn't run too many green laps here. With, I believe it was going to be the tire spin heard round the world. Well, Brad Young really trying to drive fast here as he's almost 1 second ahead of Garrett Fox. Garrett Fox hung with Devin Butchino for quite a while before Devin was able to drive away, or chose to drive away and save a little less tire, and we'll let the viewers decide what Dev was doing. I still think he's the pit viper, and right now I think he doesn't want to be fifth, and he's just waiting. He said, hey, they'll burn it up and I'll ride and I'll strike when I'm ready.
You know, so I'm back now after all the fiasco. I was waiting to see if there was going to be another caution.
They survived. They
survived. They survived. Devin is 100% a long run driver.
He's a pit viper, I'm telling you.
100%. So just expect it. He'll be back up front. Just give him some time. He'll wait for everyone to burn their stuff back up, and he'll take off to a 3-second lead.
Whoa, was that Duvendak braking a little bit?
Yeah, it was. It took me by surprise.
Saw you on the bottom there as you were trying to run down Eddie Morris. Now that David Hartney's off the track, it's much easier to tell which one's which. Two different shades of green, but very similar as you guys both run the SCSRA scheme. So I believe you have the broadcasting side, and I think Hartney has the live side. So two very close shades of green, two very good-looking paint jobs, but hard for me to decipher. I actually have to try to read numbers, and I'm not good with that.
Here, I'll do you a favor. I'll make my roof pink for you.
Thank you. I would appreciate that, but the problem is half the league right now has put so much pink in their car, and I'm loving it. So.
Oh no.
You know, a lot of support going on out here. So, and
We're here for you, Tammy.
really quick time. I mean, what the logo dropped today, and
Well, so we did this 2 seasons ago. She went into remission, and then it came back recently. So a lot of the veterans already had the logos and stuff. So we just busted them back out from the assets panels and threw them on the cars real quick. So Devin Reed dropped some new ones, or not Devin, Eddie dropped some new ones and stuff. But a lot of us had from 2 seasons ago.
well, and they definitely did some trading paints and some Photoshop, and definitely salute the league as they made those quick changes tonight. As trouble for the 05 is Sharn Hill. He gonna dive low and just say, "Hey, Eddie Morris, just go past me, bud." Brad Young, he took off in a hurry and almost got it to a second. Garrett Fox starting to chase him down now, just under 7/10. And you got this second pack. Powers, Butchino, and Morris. And Butchino, is he looking to get past the 45? And I did it again. We are past lap 66. Leaves us 90 to go. As we'll swap it over. And we'll fly that Morris Customs Facebook advertisement on the lower banner. Sharn Hill dove low, let Eddie Morris go by, and has opted he's just going to stay with him and ride behind him. And sometimes not a bad strategy, knowing that Devin and Eddie really put in a lot of time. Sometimes might be worth trying to follow their line a little bit, try to pace them, see what they're doing. Especially after the first stage on how fast we know Devin's car is out there.
Look at those gaps up front, how fast they're closing now.
Yeah, they're closing quick as Garrett Fox is definitely looking to hunt down Brad Young. He's under 2/10. He's pulling right up to the bumper here. As you can see, the 85 just so much faster into entry right now. I wonder if Brad maybe let a little bit off there and tried to save a little bit, kind of reel him back in. We'll see, or is this pack just at a better point in tire life? Did Brad burn too much? As you see Brad now going to the high side and Garrett Fox able to stay on that low side. Garrett Fox to the lead. Stage 1, he spent a ton of it chasing down Butchino. He would love to stay out in front and have Butchino chase him down for a little. Right now, Dev just kind of riding there behind Tyler Powers as Brad Young has fallen all the way back to 4th, and he's going to keep falling as Eddie Morris going to sneak on by him, and I believe Sharn Hill also going to clear him. Well, Sharn may have backed up a little bit. He did, as Brad Young still remains in the top 5. Hill not able to get past him. But right now, you've got Patriot Sim Racing in the lead.
Devin just making a ballsy pass right there on Tyler.
He definitely took a little bit of risk there. I think Devin knows he's got a little bit of tire to waste. Right now, looking at 30 lap stint. Duvendak, do we ever get our gas mileage?
Yeah, we get about 75 laps to the tank, so we can
We've got a
go
long
quite
way
far.
to go. Oh, we're getting contact. looks like Kevin Graham going round and round, and he is going to collect some friends, and that is going to be D. Wright involved as well. As Brett Merle also involved. And just as I was getting to the gas, we'll get back to the gas in 1 second, but let's get back to this replay as happens right here involving the 88, the 11, and the 84. 88 comes down as the 11's coming up. They meet in the middle, and the 84 just falls victim, and all three of them get collected. And that brings out our Sunbelt Rentals caution.
Brett, to confirm that is you claiming the incident, and please don't do it last week, bud.
And we do have race control, so Hartney's still up here talking. don't do it last week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Brett said that he claimed it, and then I confirmed it with him. He's like, "No, that wasn't me." I was like, "Okay." Well, so then he got a post-race penalty for it, and he's like, "No, but I claimed it." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
I believe the word was Zynga.
Yeah, basically.
Bazinga. Oh, yep. That's right, Kevin. We agree with you. Nope. Shake your head. As old Brett Merle involved in a wreck and did claim it, so he's going to opt to take that one as he slid up a little bit, and they slid, but I think Brett thought he slid a little bit more, and we move on. I just found the best buttons. Look at that. These buttons over here on my screen. I just learned it. ATVO's got these buttons. I can click them and they go through the drivers. Where has this been all my life? Probably here since inception.
Yeah, more than likely.
You know what though? I get so happy when I find something new. I found slow-mo a couple weeks ago. Now I've
at the
got
top
buttons.
right corner of ATVO on the timing screen, there's a cameras and a driver's button. They open up separate panels where you can control the cameras and select the driver.
Yeah, I got that. Those are up. But on the camera control, next to where you select crashes, leader, or a numbered car, those two arrows cycle through the drivers.
ATVO's pretty handy, man.
Yeah. See, he goes with the acronym, and I go with the letters.
Well, I don't know what your little app can tell you there right now, but we got two guys who stayed out here on 35 and 40 lap tires.
You sure
so.
did, and they're both Patriot Sim Racing, and they are the Fox family out here. Brothers.
It's going to get wild here. We're going to have to watch that wheel spin again on the start. And if they both do it, it could be another big one.
Well, I know if you're Devin Butch, you would love to be in front of them. He was lucky enough to avoid it last time, being he was in the lead. That is not the case now, as he's going to start back.
I have a deja vu here. I'm sitting 8th on this restart. I'm going to be in the high lane, so I might be kissing that wall again on this restart.
Oh, what could go wrong? As both of them stay out with that long run, and I don't know. I don't know if that's the right move, especially with how many sets of tires, and that was a pretty long run from these guys tonight.
Yeah, guy, I'm scared.
So everybody else went in. It looks like Riley Gomes also opted to stay out. He's on 33 lap tires, and Sylvain, he's 27 lap tires, so he's not as bad. But I don't know, these 39 lap tires, that was before cautions and before stage. That was a long time ago. And we are going to stay with our leaders here, as the pace car going to dive away. They're going to come slowly to this restart zone as we're going to go big screen. A little bit in the wall, but It looks like James Fox actually got in the wall a little bit. And Garrett able to get out. And Devin Butchino, here comes the Viper move. He's, Garrett, you're sitting duck. As Butchino is going to look to get right around you. And here it comes. Devin Butchino to the lead. Sharn Hill, he's going to move into second as he also goes around Garrett Fox. Brad Young on those fresh tires. I mean, he's really made his way up here, able to survive the long run, and he's out on the fresh tires, also looking to get past Garrett Fox. Rounding out your top 5, my partner in crime, Robert Duvendak. Looking to rebound from last week's performance as he comes up in front of Matt Allen. You see Devin holding that line on the bottom. Sharn Hill kind of drifts up midline a little bit. Similar, but different.
Well, the thing is, like, if you watch Devin, he stays on the inside for a reason. That push in the outside of the corner, that's what kills that front right tire. So, you know, you got to be careful with that. We've discovered that in practice, that push is what's killing you.
Well, I'm sure Dev figured that out in one of the many laps he ran this week.
Mm-hmm.
Especially early run, you see him. He stays very low and exits late. As Sharn Hill was able to get past him, at what tire expense, we'll see. I think Dev's kind of okay with it. He'll ride. He'll let Sharn go out there. You can see Hill right now, 3/10. He doesn't want to drive too far ahead of these 1 through 5 drivers. As Matt Allen now cracks into the top 5. As he got around Duvendak. Duvendak falls to 6th. Now 7th. As Tyler Powers now falls to 6th. I was just sitting here realizing my daughter never brought me my coffee.
No, how dare her?
That's what I said. I just texted her. I said, I'm not a fan of you. I'm gonna forget you one day. We'll see if that kicks in. She'll need a ride for at least the next 30 days. After that, she can drive, and that's even more terrifying. We'll discuss that in the near future. But right now, Sharn Hill, he's keeping pace. Still staying out there in front of Butchino. He's about 3/10 out in front. Eddie Morris running down his teammate.
Eddie's got to be real careful here because I know Eddie wants to get up to Dev, but you've got to be careful with burnout front right tire because if you try to catch up to Devin, who's very good at saving tires, you're going to have a problem later.
Well, and you saw Eddie Morris definitely entering extremely fast and almost exiting midline. So how much tire is he going to burn up here trying to run him down? Eddie Morris, remember, still looking for his first win of the season. This is not the SCSRA of years past with these next gens. You know, where it was domination by a few drivers and the fields were a little bit smaller. No, this is a little bit more chaotic these days and a lot more drivers. So every win is so much more meaningful. Thank you, Lena. I got a cup of coffee, see? She doesn't want to be forgotten. I think that's the best thing that's happened in this entire offseason is the amount of drivers the league has really brought in and the talent level of these drivers and how these fields are really mixing up now. And the respect level is still high, but watching the talent out here is incredible and putting on a show each week. So all I know, if you're the Daytona winner, you're glad it was over week 1. We'll just throw it out in every broadcast.
There we go.
I mean, we know last week started with, I'm pretty sure I dropped Eddie Morris probably every 4 laps and commented on that paint job. So I know Josh Hall was pretty happy about that. And the caution is out. I believe that's going to be Balenciaga. Oh no.
Number 36.
Oh. 36. Jay Vaught. Oh, it's just going to be another break loose there. Sure does. Breaks it loose, overcorrects it. And really does a great job avoiding until the end. Let's go back and watch this. I mean, we're going to have to go into the cockpit here of Jay's car because he seemed like he did a pretty good job. Oh, if I could find Jay Vought's car. There it is, 36. You'll watch him when he first starts to brake here. He does a pretty good job keeping it off. Right here. Nothing. Able to keep it off that wall and then very minimal damage. So hey, if you're going to wreck and get a yellow, that's the way you want to do it. But that is going to bring out another caution is, I think we'll ride with this pace car this lap. This guy's crazy. Can't even really see his head and that interior. Oh boy, you got to work on that. Well, and Devin Butchino, he's gonna maintain that lead. Eddie Morris, he's up to second. Young third. Junior.
Oh, we got him wrecking under
is
caution.
fourth.
Here.
A little bit of tap there.
Just a little up tap.
A little bit. As what we'll do is take a quick moment for our sponsors. As pace car going to go away this time around, you've got a set of teammates out in front. We said, hey, he's got to be careful racing Dev. Well, here's the golden opportunity. You got to start on the outside of him. As the pace car is away. I'm not quite sure what is going on in my living room, but I just hear my wife cackling. Must be looking at the photo albums again from our wedding night. Butchino out in front. Morris follows to the bottom. And we've got Junior cracking the top 5. Junior looking to get some laps led here. Brad Young, Sharn Hill, Tyler Powers, Matt Allen, Jake McCarty, Duvendak. Well, there's a lot of shuffling going on back there. As Duvendak moves to 8th, Pervolt now 9th, and Brett Merle 10th. Big stack-ups going back there with Duve.
Yeah, it's getting tight back here.
Yes, you guys are 3 wide. Hang on there, buddy. As you've got a McCarty brother to your inside, and oh, we're going to have contact there. And that's going to be the 78 of Brad Young, and able to save it. Thankfully, that wall was there to keep those guys straight. Or, oh, we got one spinning again. Is now Brad Young going to go round and round? Oh, he took a car to the bumper, but again, the 78 just keeps it on straight as now Young has fallen all the way back to 18th. Duvendak cracks the top 5. Whoa, right in front of him. Mr. Matt Allen, he breaks loose. If you're a driver on the track, you may want to stay out of Duvendak's way. If you get close to him, it seems he's got some opposite magnet going on. It pushes the car away. Monday was a magnet attraction. Tonight, you're just pushing them and sending the rear ends flying. But those misfortunes allowed you to get all the way up into 4th, so keep on going there, bud. As Sharn Hale said, I'm going back into 4th. He's going to get around Duvendak. Junior's still sitting 3rd. Getting a little bit slower. Sharn Hale going to try to make a move to get up to Junior here. Now, dude, did we take tires?
Well, I definitely did. I'm not sure about the guys up here, but
well,
I think a couple of them stayed.
Butchino, Morris, and Junior all stayed out on a 28-lap stint, so that is why Junior right now is starting to fall down. 52 laps to go. That's going to allow Sharn Hill. He's going to look to chase down Eddie Morris and Devin Butchino. And you can see Hill a lot more comfortable staying in that high line. It's a dangerous game trying to run these two guys down, though. You don't want to burn up those fresh tires too quick. 19 lap difference. Hill able to get past Eddie Morris. He's going to move into 2nd as he clears. And now 1 remains. Can he catch Dev as the 68 Ford Mustang has led the majority of tonight's race? Hill still choosing to go up in that high lane. He's going to try to get to the bumper of Butchino. He's going to stay to the high side. Side by side they come. And Sharn Hill to the lead. He's going to get around Devin Butchino. I expect him to clear here and drop. How long will Hill stay in that high line? Or will he continue to risk eating up that front right? I mean, if you're Devin and you're seeing the car in front of you driving this line, you're feeling okay being on these these 33 lap tires. As, ooh, Eddie Morris, he just fell all the way to 8th as Garrett Fox, Jake McCarty able to get around him.
If it goes green here, Devin's going to be in real trouble.
He is. I think they took a gamble against the league that a caution would come out. They'd be able to pit in. Dev's tires.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the wear. You see his teammate Eddie Morris dropping now, and you called it. Eddie had to be careful earlier when he was trying to run down Dev. I think he's now paying the price a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if they have. I'm sure they have a set left. I don't know if the rest of the field does though, so I think they're banking on a caution.
As Duvendak moves into the top 3. He's looking to get around the points leader. And let's pull up this onboard. Let's take a look. As you can see, full gas, full gas, full gas. Ride it, tap a little brake, a little bit more gas. And Duvendak just staying pace with Devin Butchino right now. He's got Merle trying to catch. Butchino on much older tires. You can see the pace change a little bit as Dev out of the gas a lot more.
The thing with Devin too is he's very good at taking up the entire track. He's very hard to pass.
Well, I think if with 40 to go, I think if you're Duve and Merle, are you comfortable sitting behind them there, Duve?
Yeah, I'm trying not to force the issue here, just saving tires a little bit here. I'm hoping Sean kind of burned his.
And we know we're the biggest distraction in the world to do, but hey,
No, we're good.
that's what he paid. You know, that's what he gets paid to do. He's gonna get paid out here to drive and bring all the action. As yeah, I know you're hoping Sharn's burning it up, trying to pull away, and I think if you stay pace with Devin and we stay green, in theory, Devin's tires should wear. Right now, Dev holding a pretty good pace still. Teammate Eddie Morris dropped all the way back to 11th. So both of them 42 lap stints. One in second, one in 11th. And then Junior, he's 15th. Same stint. So Junior also going to be a car looking for a caution.
The other question I have too is, do they have enough fuel to make it? If this goes green the rest of the way, does Devin and Eddie have enough to make it the rest of the way?
Well, let's see. They are on a 43 lapper and 37. I'll tell you what, Artie, that's going to be close because Duve said right around 75 laps.
Yeah.
That's going to be extremely close. They're definitely going to be in the red, maybe flashing. So the rest of the field,
I think I think they're banking on a caution.
36 laps, definitely a long time. Without the caution, you could see Butchino fall all the way back, possibly all the way back to 19th if he ran out of gas. So
It's Atlanta in the Xfinity cars all over again.
Pray for a caution and everybody's flashing. Well, I'll tell you what, we actually saw that Monday night, the broadcast in the ASR Tour. Those two guys, 1 and 2, they were going to the line with flashing and running out of gas. So, different strategies. But if you're Devin Butch, you want that long run, and that's what he's banking on. That's the bread and butter. So,
Well, I don't think he wants a long run this time, but
no.
He's closed the gap to Sharn by almost 0.2 of a second now. So, it's going to be close. And Devin again is not one to sit.
He's not going to shy away either.
Yeah,
he's going to push his car to the limit.
See, that's the thing with Devin too, is he doesn't push it to the limit. He stays his line. He stays where he's comfortable. And as I've just watched the last 3 laps, he's cut that lead by 1/4 of a second. So he's going to keep doing what he's doing. He knows he's closing the gap. He's pulling away from Duvendak. So he's doing everything that he planned out to do, and it's working.
But I think he's still going to need a little help from the league.
I think so.
It's going to be close. How long will the drama build here? As this time around, they're going to go 30 laps to go. So, really, this race flying by.
What I'm seeing, what I'm watching is Sharn is actually 4 to 5 miles an hour slower in the corners than Devin is. And there goes Duvendak.
And we saw, I wasn't going to say anything, but he looked like he was slipping up a little bit. He's going to drop down, and Brett Merle going to get around him.
yeah, we kept it from wrecking. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters right now if you want to get a podium and try to keep Garrett Fox away. Garrett Fox been fast all night. And you're his next target, sir. It's going to be interesting as Hill starting to come up on a little bit of lap traffic here.
Yeah, Devin's closed that gap almost a half a second now.
Well, we got lap traffic hitting the wall, so it's going to be interesting. As you see, Carlton Charles smartly going to get out of the way. He's just going to stay on the bottom and allow these guys to get by. As I say that, hold on to it, Carlton. Don't be the guy. Let the drama build tonight. And don't text. For the love of God, stay out of the chat. I'll go look here in a couple seconds and they'll be like, okay. Ooh, Devin getting real close there, but able to get around. As now it looks like Brett Merle, he's going to have to try to get around Carlton and crew. Doof, all the way back to 7th. Seems his tires are giving him a little bit of frustration.
Yeah, I appear to burn that right front off, it looks like.
Well, sir, you got 25 laps to go and no sets of tires, correct?
I do have one.
You got one. So really a caution. Well, you got that one. You can change them too. But that's the other thing.
Devin is so careful on that throttle on exit.
The other problem, though, that Devin's going to run into is if these guys do not have a set of tires but have the gas, and Devin has one set of tires and needs gas, he's going to have to enter the pits. And so you'll probably see Duvendak go in. You'll see Eddie Morris. You'll see these guys on these long runs, to include Dev. But at what point can they not pit because there's not enough time to get back through the field? And that's going to come into play. If a caution came out late, does it change the strategy?
Well, there was some testing done on the high side too, so I imagine it won't be hard for them to rip the outside either and get back up there pretty fast.
Well, they're starting to catch up here to old Josh Hall. Josh currently, well, was the last car on the lead lap. He is now also a lap down. The next car that could be victim is also on a 57-lap run. Last went
And
in
Sharn-
with Dev.
Sharn may have been comfortable on the outside, but it burns up that tire, so...
It does, and you're seeing it firsthand right now is now Dev still going to the bottom. He's going to go side by side. He's going to race Sharn here. And, of course, we've got lap traffic in front.
We got Josh pulling off to the pits right now. So, we got some green flag stops coming now.
And that could create a chaos in itself. The Cat 5-5, rough night for him tonight. He's 4 laps down. But he's got the leaders coming up on him. As Sharn Hill and Devin Butchino giving us some action, some side-by-side action. They've been racing for this lead as Devin Butchino finally able to get past him. Sharn looking to try to go back to his outside. Oh, Sharn really got to come off there. And now Sharn going to try to get to the bottom. No, he's going to pull in behind Butchino. He's going to go to the high side. Butchino going to go to the bottom. And here comes Ryan Gomes. He's going to become the lap traffic. Where's he going to go? He's going to come up in front of Butchino. Butchino going to dive back to the bottom. 5-5 just going to stay up at the high side. Let these guys fly by. Some back and forth racing. Remember, about 19 laps difference between the set of tires. But did Hill burn too much? Leading the way on that high side. Still opting to stay high.
And now all we see is Devin just pulling away, extending that lead. 3/10 at the marker on the back stretch. It's going to keep going, man. I'm telling you, Devin is another animal when it comes to saving tires.
Well, he's kept his same pace all night long, and it is showing now. As we're coming up on more traffic. This time, Junior going to go to the high side, let these guys dip down below. I mean, his brother is 4 seconds back, so you really can't throw too many blocks or try to hold up those leaders too much. It's not close enough. Oh, Sharn doing a little bit of flashing back there. Seems to have corrected itself out.
And now let's talk about fuel again. Does he have enough to go the next 15 or 13 laps?
Well, and I think right now you are 13 laps to go. If you got a caution under 10, I definitely expect everyone, including Duvendak back there in 8th, back. If they have the tires, they're going to pit and take them. But if you're Devin Butchino up here in front, can you risk that? The fuel, if you cautioned, you should be able to save it underneath those caution laps. It's going to be close.
I think if you're Devin, you have to. It will be close on fuel, but you can't hold him off that long on tires that are that old. I mean, his lap times are suffering right now, but so is the entire fields. If everyone's got new tires, or a lot of people having new tires, you're gonna I don't think you have a choice. I think you have to.
Well, I mean, we said what, 75 laps, and Devin currently just hit 69. How many of those were under caution is going to play a big part in this. It is going to be extremely close, and you know he is crunching numbers, and I think what we've got to watch for is Eddie Morris currently 12th.
Oh, I see Eddie's got a meatball flag.
And Eddie Morris currently 14th and going down pit road. So
Let's see where Eddie got his meatball flag.
I mean, we have been green since lap 102. I believe lap 102.
I think Eddie blew a tire.
Oh no. We didn't even take that one into play, did we? Could
Yeah,
this
I
long
think Eddie got a
run?
meatball. Yeah, I think Eddie got a meatball for blown tire.
Well,
Junior's got a meatball. Jay Vought's got a meatball.
Oh no! So we're gonna really have to watch Butch, as he's got to know. That's Junior and Eddie Morris and Junior. They both last pit with them.
Mm-hmm.
And Dev's hearing that in the radio, especially from his teammate, that hey, I just blew a tire. He's got to start feeling, is my tire next? As we're coming to 7 to go.
Junior's back out on track now, coming down on 14th. Oh no, 19th, 20th. Holy Lord. That just changed the game.
I mean, if you're Devin now, you've really got to be careful. I know you want this win. How hard can you push this car? Right now, he's able to set the pace as he's just about a second in front of Hill.
Yeah, his last lap time was 0.2 faster than Hill in that last one, so he's still got the pace for sure.
But does he have the tire? And more importantly, does he have the gas? Dev looking to go back to back.
Oh, Carlton Charles with the meatball.
And Carlton, he blows a tire.
This is almost like Bristol this weekend in NASCAR, huh?
I'll tell you what, Eddie, we saw a lot of chat from Eddie Morris about the Bristol race, and he didn't want to see all those cautions, and it was terrible to watch in person. And you know what, Eddie? Welcome to karma. You must have hit. Who left the marbles on the track?
Riley Gomes meatball flag.
Oh.
So man, everyone's got an issue with this. Let's see if Devin can make it. No incidents are being reported, so the only thing that could be coming up is a meatball flag.
That's it.
Riley pitting this time by.
Carlton cleared his meatball.
Yep.
He's leaving the pit. Dev is looking to hold on. Does he try to slow it down here? Does he keep pushing the car? He's over a second on Hill. This is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hartney has a little bit of mic issues going on. Goes a little robotic for us. And we've got the white flag out. Butchino's got to make it. Will he be able to make it around one more time? He's got the time on Sharn Hill. And he does it. I don't know how this man makes it.
How the hell does he do that?
79 lap stint. Devin Butchino.
What the hell?
Meatball after meatball being reported on the track for tires. I don't know how he did this. Maybe he's got a game genie. We're going to have to check on that. He got one of them game genies. As that's going to finish Devin Butchino, Sharon Hill, and Tyler Powers. As we will bring our results. This is going to be an interesting interview. For sure. Because you've actually got two Van Hollen racing cars in the top three. Neon finishes 1st and 9th. M&M 4th and 5th. With a night like tonight, how much can change in the team points? I know Neon's got a pretty commanding lead. It's going to be interesting. Duvendak with the top 10 finish. He bounces back from last week.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guy. I'm gonna leave the interviews up to you, bud. Appreciate you having me, and we'll see you next
Yes,
week.
sir. Hey, tune in tomorrow, and we'll catch you live on SCSRA Live.
Oh,
show.
I'll be here.
We know it, so we'll be posting about it.
Sounds good, bud.
All right, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you riding with us.
You too.
Old Matt Allen, Eddie Morris, Brad Young, Josh Hall, Kevin Graham, Jr., Riley Gomes, Carlton Charles, Ryan Gomes, and Sylvain. Sylvain finishing 20th. I don't know what it's doing. It's like going crazy now, but that's okay. And Likens, Balenciaga, Javot, Trey Spears, Cody Bullock, Tithoff, and Hartney. Hartney spent a lot of his time up here, about 12 laps of racing tonight, so there was chaos going on. This interview is, I'm curious to see how he's feeling about this. I don't think he should have survived this, but before we get to our race winner, we'll get. Oh, I gotta go to the checkered. We gotta get our little potato up there.
Old Tony Starch.
Little Tony Starch action, but hey, Tyler, the Tool of Powers, welcome to the booth.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Man, I'll tell you what, heck of an incredible night tonight. Able to survive the fears of running Dover. There was a lot of it around the league, and you and a teammate both podium finished. So glad to have you up here, man. How you feeling after tonight?
I hate this track. I'm ready to leave, but I got a second last night in the truck race, got a third tonight, so I can't complain. This is like a win for me because I thought I had something for Devin at the end, but I ended up spinning the rear tires on every corner on that last restart. So I put myself back in like 15th with like 10 seconds behind, and I brought it back to third. So that's like a win.
Hey, you got to take it. Anytime you can walk away with a podium from this tough track, I mean, you got a pretty strong field surrounding you, and put on a heck of a show tonight, man. And to have a teammate up there with you, I mean, Sharon up there leading for quite a lot tonight. Not able to hold off Butchino, but we'll get to his interview here in a minute. But glad it's over. How were the tires feeling at the end?
Actually, I was running 3/10, 4/10 faster than Devin at the end, so I was feeling really good. Actually, my car got better the longer we raced, and I was able to make some good passes. Everybody's sliding out of the corner, and I was able to hold it on the bottom and push full throttle off the corner. So I don't know what happened, if the track just cooled down a little bit or what, but yeah, I mean, it helped.
Well, you finished on a 60-lap run. The league really did a great job keeping this green to the end. I know with the caution, it would allow Devin to come in and change out those, I believe, his last set of tires. But a lot of meatballs towards the end, man. A lot of blown tires happening around the field, and you were just able to surpass all of it and get past a lot of good guys at the end and finish third, man. So congratulations on tonight.
I'm glad I didn't hear that during the race, because I was panicking and thought I had to pit, because I didn't even know there was blown tires. So
yeah, we saw a ton of meatballs happening, so a lot of drivers exiting. So the only thing left that we could go with was blown tire and checking out with going on in the car and they're hobbling. Sure enough, but 60 laps, you were able to keep them all aired up and going and finish third. So without any further, we will leave out with the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank the league. For putting on a good show. I think these are the best bunch of guys I've ever raced with. So I'm really enjoying my time in here, and this is it's fun to have other competition and to race really close by each other. And Eddie and Devin and Hartney put on a good show. So I just want to thank all of them and all the sponsors and everybody that makes it happen, and you guys up in the booth.
Well, man, we appreciate it. Congratulations to you and your teammate tonight. Heck of a job. And you know what? Maybe I should actually look at that. We're going to the Indy Oval next week. So how are we feeling about that one going forward?
Used to be one of my favorite tracks on the service when the NextGens had just came out. And I used to like running the trucks in Xfinity there, but I haven't been there since they updated this next gen a few times. So we'll see how it goes. But usually it's a really good track for me. So hopefully you'll interview me in Victory Lane next time.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you out on the track next week. And congratulations again. And we will catch you at Indy.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
You too. And that was our third place, Mr. Tyler Powers. I'm trying to drag him over here to iRacing. Let me get his teammate up here. Led a bunch of laps, had some fresher tires, may have burned them up a little faster than he wanted, wasn't able to hold off Butchino, but still comes in with a podium finish. Mr. Sharon Hill, welcome to the booth.
I said last week I hope to be able to talk to you again this week, and that came true. So I'm really glad to speak to you.
And you know what? Yeah, you had a heck of a night, man. Some really good runs going on. Really clean racing from you guys up front. I mean, I think you about 8 incidents. I mean, really clean night. You wanted to be up here, and sure enough, here you are again. So congratulations. How'd the car feel?
It felt really good. As the track came in, warmed up a little bit over the course of the race, it came to me a little bit better. I was really loose, surprisingly, the first couple runs. Then I started experimenting with different lines, running the top, running the bottom, depending on what I needed at that particular time. Can't really complain. I thought I had damage. I don't know if y'all saw. There was an incident like the beginning of the last run, ran into the back of Brad, and I think I hit the wall, but it didn't hurt the car too much. Obviously, I was able to drive to the front for a little while. But overall, the car was great. I had no complaints.
Well, it was definitely a challenging track, and we will say goodbye to Dover. I know a lot of drivers not looking forward to it, but really took the challenge on well. Next week, we head to the Indy Oval. How are we feeling about going to Indy?
I have no clue what to expect for next week. I've never driven there, tested there. I don't even think I own the track on iRacing, so it's going to be a big week. I'm getting acclimated and finding speed.
Well, you might want to do a little testing.
You might want to do some testing. It is not easy.
Yeah. I think tomorrow I will go ahead and make that purchase and get a head start on the next 7 days.
Oh, hey, we will definitely take the honesty as we understand it. It's tough for anyone really to find any free time in their busy lives, but when you're asking to put in some extra laps, it shows when you do it. And tonight, you and your teammate both took podium finishes, so congratulations to you guys. And can we make it 3 weeks in a row? What do you think?
Well, I hope so. I believe so. I think between me and Tyler, he's really good with the strategy side of everything and being the voice in my ear, and I try to reciprocate. So I hope it's me and him again. Hopefully, this week 2 in a row being second to Devin. Hopefully next week we can get one position up on him. But I feel good. I feel good.
Well, I know you'll put in the laps. I'm glad you got the chance to come up here. You know how we're going to end it, man. We're going to let you thank all your sponsors and family. So without waiting any longer, we might actually get out of here somewhat early. We'll leave off. The floor is yours.
So first and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents like last week. I'd like to thank my girlfriend. everybody that supports me, my friends that tune into the broadcasts at 10, 11 o'clock at night when they're probably wanting to go to sleep and get ready for work the next day. Getting texts right after the race saying I did good. I really appreciate that from them. Just everybody in my life. Can't thank anybody enough.
Well, man, I know you got your fan base out there, and I'm glad you're putting on a show for them. We'll see if we can three-peat it up here in the podium next week. And, I look forward to maybe getting the opportunity to talk to you. I know it won't be the last time this season, but we'll see if you can pull it off. Go get those extra laps in an Indy, but for tonight, celebrate this podium finish.
Yes, sir. Definitely will do. I hope to talk to you for a third week in a row next week. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Sean, we'll get you out of here.
Yes, sir.
And without a doubt, and for the second week in a row, Devin Butchino, how do you have tires? How do you have tires and gas?
How do you have gas?
How do you have gas and tires?
It was just the way I was driving this place, man. We had that run from I think it was lap 50 to lap 75, and we pit there to take a set, and I was still at 93% after 25 laps. So of course, me and Eddie, the little hooligans we are, we're like, oh, we're gonna fake Sharn out. We're gonna get him in the back, and then we're like, oh, only 2 other guys stayed out. So I'm like, dang it, man. So, yeah, before that caution, we were a lap short. So obviously 5th gear, turned the car off, clutching. And then I think it was just the way I was driving it, man. It's just super patient here. I had a reference point for the exit to not go full throttle until that point. Regardless of where I was, man, I was not going full throttle until I got there. And then just mixed with running the bottom and the slower lap times, was able to save it. I had 1.9 laps left as I finished. Right front was at 46, but just super patient, man. There's no in between. I've lost races being too patient, and then you have races like this where we got shuffled out and then had to hope it would come back to us with Sharn, man. I think if when he clears us, he gets back to the bottom and rides bottom. I think he takes this one, but him and Eddie, man, high, wide, and handsome. They love it.
They love it. They live it.
How much were you aware of the guys blowing tires there in the last 10 laps?
To include teammate Eddie Morris.
I didn't know. I did get the tire message with 2 laps to go, and I don't remember the last time I got that. So I'm like, I don't even know if it lasts 2 laps before it blows, and then it blew during the burnout. So, yeah, man, we just put a lot of laps in this week. I ran 200 laps on Monday. I did, 3 or 4 different stage runs. I mean, and a 70 lap, 80 lap run to the finish is not anything I practiced, but just had to bank on what we did that 25 lap run before the last caution.
Well, you definitely, the practice definitely paid off this week as you came out on the pole, led the whole stage, win stage 1 under caution, came out, and you know what I said? Well, here comes the Pit Viper. He'll just ride back here in 5th, 6th. He'll let everybody burn up, and when he's ready, he'll go. And sure enough, I did not expect you to go on a 79-lap stint.
You and me both. I'm like, we're going to get one. We're going to get one.
And I think that's what you were gambling on. And there were a couple guys who saved a set that were going to try to go with you. And the caution never came. And Hartney was up here, and he's like, man, does he have the gas? Does he have the tires? We're reading the meatballs popping, and we're like, does he have the car? Because, if you don't have the car, you know who you could call, right?
You can call Young's Auto Center and Salvage.
Goldsboro, North Carolina.
672-5844, youngsautocenter.com. And guess what? They ship to all 50 states.
They have the best used auto parts on the East Coast. Just a little info about the sponsor in case you didn't know.
That is what I've heard all week.
Do they have tires? Because my right front, I need one.
They're good. I'm sure they got their salvage yard. They've got tires. They've got to have it all.
They got an influx of tires, tire rods, right quarter panels, probably steering wheels from throwing them at the dash when this race is done because I hate this place.
Hartney already ordered a new car. He did it already.
Yeah,
that's what he was doing.
We're loading up for Indy.
Well, man, you are going to maintain and continue to build a lead up there. Is the points lead? You already got the guaranteed win. You were worried about this season, and right now, back to back, I think you put the worry behind you. And I'm not going to say relax because we know that's never going to happen, but you at least got a lock in here. So
yeah, we changed the points so there's no reseeding points. So I mean, the regular season there's only 10 races. There's only 40 points to get for the playoffs. There's 3 for each race, 1 for the stage, and then 5 for the regular season title. So 45 points. After Daytona and Michigan, we didn't have any. So I'm trying to be greedy with these stage wins, and these race wins go a long way. I mean, that first round of the playoffs is what, Darlington, Talladega, and Talladega's a cutoff race for the first time ever. That's gonna be unreal, man. But we have a great group here. I'm just got to shout out to them because I know we had our cautions, but this went way better than I think, truthfully, any of us expected, just because of the difficulty of the track. Not anything on the people driving it, but I mean, we had 35 lap run, another 25 lap run, and then 80 to the end, man. I think it says a lot about these guys. We have a phenomenal group. I can't say much more about it, man. We did have our cautions here, but any race will. And I thought everyone did a really good job at figuring the place out in the second half of that race and getting some green in.
Not only figuring it out, but the track was smoking hot.
It was cooking.
So with this track cooking, these cars were slipping and sliding a lot more. And I know you're going to go back, rewatch the broadcast, and you're going to see a lot of these guys with some incredible saves. We should have had a lot more cautions, and we have seen it all season where the respect level when they see another car start to slide or just get out of whack a little bit, the respect level of the other drivers to give way or even check up is unreal, and you got to tip your hat to that because it's keeping it green. It's getting us out of here before midnight, and it's really putting on a good show and making for some great racing from the veterans all the way to the rookies. So glad to see you up here again. Indy Oval coming up. What you thinking?
I'm really excited. We've gone there twice. Was able to win in the Xfinity race there and the Next Gen race when we were there. So I'd never gone there before those 2 races at all. Just figured those 2 cars out as we go. I'm happy to have a little bit of a notebook for the Next Gen going back there, but really fun track. Guys like Eddie, Hartney, Josh loves that place. So guys are going to be quick there. I'm excited to get back to high speed, even though it was only 1 week at Dover. But it's a really cool track, man. It's a historic track. You always want to run good there, and gets the virtual bricks, I guess, right?
Yeah, man. Well, it's now 11:30 East Coast time, and I'll tell you what, y'all put on a show and got us out of here quick, so we can get up there into the garage. I'm leave off with the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. I just want to thank you for doing this, man. Broadcast looks incredible. Thank you to everyone watching. We appreciate you taking time out of your night to watch us race. Hope we put on a good show for you. It felt like a good show from the car. White knuckle the entire time means a good show for the viewers. I just got to thank you, Guy. I appreciate everything you do for us. Shout out to my mom, my dad. Shout out to everyone that's running Tammy Strong on the car. It means a lot, man. We're one big happy family here. I don't think I've seen another league as tight-knit as this one. I know you guys can attest to that. So I appreciate everyone with the Tammy Strong stickers. It's awesome. She knows about it. She appreciates all you guys. Then, yeah, just Dev Sports cards, Level Up subs, Morris Customs, New Craft Fine Jewelry and Design, Young's Auto Center for coming on board. Really appreciate all of our sponsors. We've sold out every race except for 3, I think. So that's the thing about this league, man. Everyone's just supporting everyone. I don't know if I said my girlfriend Kaylee, but my girlfriend Kaylee, because I always forget her because I get rambling.
You got her last weekend.
Yeah, I forgot her last night, and I'm like, dang it, man. So she lets me do this. She lets me talk about it when this is going on or this is going on, and she knows everyone by name basically at this point. So I just appreciate it, man. I'm really excited to what we have going and what we're going to have moving forward. We said before the season this is going to be the best season we've ever had, and 4 weeks in, a field of almost 30 guys, and the races we're putting on, we're just killing it, man. And I just got to thank everyone that makes this league what it is.
Yeah, brother. Well, couldn't have said it any better. And I think we need to get Tony Starch shirts, and then you can get the girlfriend one for her birthday, because Tony Starch is a pretty big deal up here.
yeah, we're getting some merch. We'll get some merch going.
We got to get Tony Starch going. But, all right, man. Well, we'll let you get out of here. It was great talking to you 2 weeks in a row. We'll see if we can make it 3. Oh, got to get your teammate up here eventually. Eddie Morris is going to come due. We know it's coming, so.
That he is.
Just a matter of time. But, all right, Dev, we'll let you head up to the garage and go have your fun. And congratulations again, and enjoy being the points leader one more week.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, and old Mr. Devin Butchino, our race winner, won the race, led a bunch of laps, won the pole, and held off next week Indy Oval. Shout out to all of our sponsors and our viewers Without you guys, we really would be pretty bored. Even you, Carlton, texting and driving. And Cheese, we miss you out here. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and go back and rewatch the race, and let us know your thoughts. We put a lot of work into it. I got my counterpart, Duvendak. I don't know how he drives and talks. I mean, I can't even drive. He's driving and talking. But
Brother, I tell you what, I'm exhausted. That track is tough,
And
and
we're-
my arms, my legs. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to walk up the basement stairs to get up to my bed.
is it worse than Bumpy Daytona on the arms?
Absolutely,
Oh
I think
my
so.
goodness. Oh
This
man.
track's exhausting. So
Well, you know what? And after doing Bumpy Daytona and then coming to this, it's been a rough week. But next week,
Yeah.
Monday night, you head to Talladega, and in the Oval on Wednesday. So it's gonna become a little bit easier in the weeks coming. So
thank God, because I might have to call off work tomorrow.
oh, you can have the day off. So,
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
But maybe call the chiropractor, get a massage. You have the wife pay for that, I guess. But all right, man. Well, it's been fun. We're gonna get out of here, and we will catch y'all next week. Tune in tomorrow night. David Hartney, he's gonna have SCSRA live, and he'll review the week, have his special guest, have his little party in the booth, and good time, man. They watch a ton of replays up there, and they show all the action that somehow I missed. So, but appreciate y'all, and have a good night.